Spanish sounds, a guide on how to pronounce. An aspect with facility and convenience. It's almost always the same. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Different from other languages, basically and generally speaking, across all Spanish accents, with very few exceptions we'll mention, all letters stay constant in their isolated sound when forming words. That's why it's such a facility to be this way. Once you learn this, it becomes a reference on how to say any word in Spanish. These are the only exceptions and variants. I will take as reference the sounds in English to say something sounds like something else, or either explain other sound references. Also remember, main accent variations considered are three: Spanish from Spain, Latin America, and Argentina and Uruguay. Letter combination Q and U followed by E or I omits the U, like in química, que, quién, orquesta. It can be anywhere in the word, beginning, middle, end. With the other vocals, letter U does sound, vocal O and A, very few words like this exist and not often used. Letter U is excluded, no words with W in Spanish. Letter C either sounds as an S or K. If it's followed by an U, O, or A, it sounds as K, cuando, como, casa. If not, if followed by I or E, it sounds as an S, cielo, césped. In Spanish from Spain, it's mostly the TH sound for the last variant, the S sound, like in think, cielo, césped. Letter G can be the same as J in Spanish from Spain and Argentina and Uruguay, the strong J, when followed by E or I, gesto, girar, or the same sound as in the word gap in English with the other vocals following A, O, and U, gas, gota, guante. Letter H doesn't produce any sound. Letter J sounds mostly strong in Spanish from Spain and Argentina and Uruguay, and most times soft or softer, as an H in house in Latin America accent, caja, jueves, or caja, jueves. Letters Y and double L can be Y or Sh, depending on the accent. Llegar, yendo, lluvia, or llegar, yendo, lluvia. Y for Spanish from Spain accent and Latin America, and Sh for Uruguay and Argentina accent. In very few exceptions, letter Y can sound also as Y in Argentina and Uruguay accent, like in yodo. Letters S can sound as the English S, siesta, sol. And in the Spanish from Spain accent, it'd be like sh. In Argentina and Uruguay accent and some others, letter S tends to mostly sound like an H if it's before a consonant or at the end of a word. Compuesto, estás. Many times also omitted if at the end of a word sentence. The same applies for letter Z in this last accent. Letter R can sound as soft or strong, reír, río, alcanzar, carbón. If it's at the beginning, it's always strong. If it is anywhere else, it will be soft. The soft variant sounds like a double T in English, like in better. Double R is always the strong variant. Letter X sounds as an S or SH in Spanish from Spain. Xilófono, xilófono. Can also sound as X, like in taxi or texto. Very few words with X. Z is either S, luz, organizar, zapatilla, or in Spanish from Spain, TH again like in English, luz, organizar, zapatilla. Almost imperceptible most times, but also remember long B and short B are different. They keep the same lip-teeth combination than in English, with less accentuation, of course. That's it. All other sounds remain constant when forming letters. So you would only just have to learn how each sound of the alphabet sounds, and that's how any word in Spanish will sound when putting those sounds together, with the exceptions mentioned. This may seem like a lot of variants, but once you choose an accent, it becomes easy. It's only a little long because we are explaining differences between accents. And so remember the variations in sound across accents in letters C, S, Z, double L, and Y mostly. Maybe also J. This depends on which accent you choose to speak. My advice is to choose one of the accents to study and keep it along the time you will be studying Spanish. Note, there might be one or another pronunciation or sound variation from accent to accent besides the ones mentioned, but would just be a very few words. The general references are the ones mentioned and apply to most of the words, each accent with their specified variations. Let's close saying how each letter sounds. Suggestion: choose only one of the three accents. For this example, I will mention all the variations we mentioned so you can hear them. A, B, S, or Th, or K. D, E, F, G, or H. Letter H doesn't sound. E, H, K, L, Sh, or Y, M, N, N, O, P, K, R, or R, S, or Sh, or H, T, U, V, U, X, or S, or Sh, Y, or Sh, or E, Th, or S. Let's see word examples to practice recognizing and saying the sounds. I will be saying them with the Argentinian accent. A. Alfabeto, casa, manzana, lápiz. B larga, barco, buscar, calabaza. C. Cerca, como, cadencia, cuando. D. Dedo, Daniel, distancia, cada. E. Empezar, veces, esto. F. Flor, café, fiesta. G. Guiso, gas, jengibre, guido, girar. H. Hielo, hasta, hubo. I. Piso, invento, cambio. J. Julieta, jueves, ceja. K. Kilómetro, kilogramo, kiwi. L. Lago, palabra, cualquiera. M. Mesa, media, muestra. N. Nevar, untar, nadar. Ñ. Ñoqui, ñandú. O. Ombú, portada, postal. P. Pera, papel, playo. Q, qué, quién, quizás. R, rueda, cortina, perejil. S, siempre, vallas, sumar. T, tienda, terraza, té. U, Ulises, pausa, uva. V corta, ver, vista, viento. W, Walter, Wi-Fi, web. X, xilófono, taxi, texto. Y, yendo, yodo, yo. Z, luz, organizar, zapatilla. Overall, choosing one accent would be most preferable, so to just study one set of sounds of all the variations there are, to make it easier, and also to sound consistent within one accent. Let's also mention that across all accents, Spanish speakers are in most cases perfectly able to understand the other speaker. Differences in accent almost never represent a difficulty to be able to communicate. It's just like between English from North America and UK, for example.